You're watching Trevor Hutton's Deep Spearfishing Journals with regular uploads and brand new content with your host Trevor Hutton. No holding back, just pure spearfishing action. So sit back, relax and enjoy the journey.
This was my very first deep spearfishing dive since 22 July 2009. To tell the truth, I'd been so freaked out by the 60-meter spearfishing dive in Durban that day that I just avoided deep spearfishing and retreated into the relative calm of freediving. Gradually, over the following 4 years, I found my way back to my main passion of deep open ocean spearfishing. And here I am, back in my element. This exact dive inspired my creation of the inline gun cam depth gauge setup. While watching the descent in that blue water, I quickly realized that the footage was totally meaningless if there was no movement and nothing to focus on. The viewer would have no idea of where I was during the dive. From there, it was a short jump to realize it was also a great way to record the exact depth at which I pulled the trigger, to get the so-called money shot. This also resolved the issue of proving that I shot the fish at the bottom. Reviewing the footage after the dive, I quickly realized the value of the gun camera as a scouting device. Notice how it records conditions and signs of life on the bottom after I have already left. You can also see how the gun started to scoot along the bottom as the surface current kicked in. After coming up empty-handed on the first dive, I decided to see if I could pick up a green jobfish, also known as a Kaakaap, at 50 meters. This dive being 10 meters shallower, I could use it to build confidence in my bottom time. I had previously only ever shot one Kaakaap before, and that was at 42 meters at the famous pinnacles in Ponta Malongan, Mozambique. This species is a favorite amongst divers all along the coastline of Zululand and southern Mozambique. It was a pleasant change to dive in the gin-clear blue waters of Sodwana Bay after so long diving exclusively in the colder green waters of Cape Town. I dropped down onto the wastelands around Wright's Canyon. It was not long before two green jobfish showed up. I spent some time trying to get close enough for a shot, throwing sand and trying to entice them in. Unfortunately, I just did not have enough firepower down there. And this particular dive opened up a whole dialogue with my dive buddies about the implications of depth on speargun rubbers. Despite some compelling arguments both ways, I am as yet still undecided.